So you want to hit gold cap in Classic WoW?
So, you wanna hit gold cap in Classic WoW, huh? Well, I don't know why you would wanna do that, but I can show you how much effort it would take you to...
I mean, mages don't even have to try, to be honest. They're gonna hit it eventually.
Reach the gold cap. And the gold cap is 214,748 gold, 36 silver and 47 copper. And if you can't remember that, just think of 2 to the 31th power minus 1 copper. And if you're wondering what happens when you try to get some gold when you're gold capped, well, it just disappears. You cannot get any more gold than this number in one character at any given time. So let's go through a couple of farming methods and let's see how long it would take or how many items you would have to sell to hit gold cap. And by the way, prices may vary in each server, so if you want to mess around with the formulas I used in my spreadsheet, you'll find them in my Discord server under my links.
Okay.
Alright, so let's say someone wanted to hit the gold cap by farming herbs. Dreamfoil, for example. And let's say he's gonna sell it for 1 gold each. He would have to sell 10,737 stacks to hit gold cap. Okay, so what if you wanted to sell something a bit more expensive, like righteous orbs? Very well, even if you sold them at 25 gold each, you would have to sell 8,590 righteous orbs to hit gold cap. Alright, let's go for something a little bit more pricey now, like arcane crystal. If you are a miner farming 1 an hour, selling them for 85 gold each, you would have to sell 2,526 pieces of arcane crystal, which would take you 2,526 hours to farm. Yikes, am I right? That's a lot of farming. Alright, now let's talk about the Black Lotus, the most expensive...
I think the characters that were most likely to just hit this cap were probably the Chinese farmers who were just playing as a mage, and what they were doing is to just going into the dungeon and farming, and then selling it for the raw gold, and then maybe auctioning something later on. But otherwise, yeah, this would take quite a lot of time. But I think it's possible, but I don't think that we will actually see a real player to hit this cap.
Regent for the most expensive consumable in game currently. In my server, where they sell for 175 gold each, you would still have to sell 1,227 pieces to hit gold cap. Alright, now let's go for something much more expensive and much more easier to get. The Edge Master's handguards. This is something almost all my Twitch viewers get, so if you watch me on Twitch, you have a high chance of getting this drop. And if you do get them to drop and you sell them for 5,300 gold each, you only have to sell...
Edge Masters are selling for 5k? God damn. But to be quite honest, those are the best glows that you can actually get for a warrior, and warrior is the best DPS.
Sell 40 to hit gold cap. Only 40. That's not even a triple digit number. Very easy. And if you're wondering what are your actual chances of getting 40 Edge Masters, well, it's 10 to the power negative 140. Which means you are much more likely to win the Powerball lottery 10 times than you have chances of getting 40 Edge Masters. So good luck with that. Now, we can't just skip this part of the video
Tibu's Blazing Sword
without talking about Tibu's Blazing Longsword, can we? Well, this one is an easy calculation actually. If you'll sell them for 10,000 gold each, you will only have to sell 21 of these to hit gold cap. And
But quite to be honest, is there actually some use of Tibu's Longsword? Or is it just purely, you know, because of its looks? I don't really even know.
If you watched my previous video, I mentioned how I'm doing a T-Boost giveaway if I get 10,000 subs in 14 days. So if you win that T-Boost, you're actually gonna need 20 T-Boosts to hit gold cap and not 21. And that is a lot of load off your head, trust me. So do hit that subscribe button. Alright, now let's go for more of a time-based approach. And let's talk about the passive gold making strategies. And by passive gold making strategies, I mean these. Let's say a person has leveled 10 level 35 accounts with one of these professions. Let's go with tailoring first. And let's say the person makes 10 moon clothes every 4 days. And he sells it for 25 gold each. It would take that person 3,435 days. Or
just 10 years. Not a problem.
9.4 years to hit gold cap. But unfortunately that would mean you would hit vanilla gold cap around Mists of Pandaria content. And the gold cap already changed to 1 million around Cataclysm release. So it is safe to say that using this technique would never get you to gold cap.
But to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure that the classic servers are gonna stay classic servers. What I think is going to happen is that there is gonna be probably a possibility for you either to stay on the server or move your character to classic TBC, because I don't think that it's gonna be really making any sense that everybody would have to go to TBC. It's not gonna be a smart decision from Blizzard. So I think that classic WoW servers will just stay there forever. And what I think would be a good idea if they were also experimenting that once in a while they would release progress server. What it means, let's say for example that it's 2021, next is out, everything is out, all the content, phase 6, everything is out in classic WoW. Then TBC is coming soon, and what they would be doing with classic WoW is that every now and then they would release like 3 progress servers, and in a nutshell these progress servers will start from phase 1. So the people who are actually going to be attending these progress servers and leveling over there will have more like the true classic WoW experience, and they will start from phase 1 experiencing all the content all to phase 6. Obviously the release of the content should be much faster. I would say like probably 2 months for each phase, so the whole cycle would last, I don't know, 1 year. And then when they would hit phase 6, then they would be merged with other phase 6 servers. Something similar is actually doing a private server, Frostmourne, from Warmain. It's a Wrath of the Lich King server. So right now they are going to all Wrath of the Lich King content phases, and at the end, when they're gonna hit the final phase, Icecrown Citadel, they're gonna be just merged. They're gonna be merged with Icecrown, and I think it's a really cool idea, and people can be actually experimenting all phases, all the raids, Naxxramas, Ulduar, what is it called? Trial of the Crusader, and obviously Icecrown, Ruby Sanctum, the Eye, and stuff like that.
Alright, what if you had tailoring and leatherworking in all your 10 alts, and you were selling 10 Mooncloth and 10 Pure Rugged Hide every 4 days? What about then? Here you'd be looking at just 1718 days, because you're just cutting your time in half. Or in other words, 4.7 years. In case you're wondering and you wanted to do 10 Arcanite transmutes every 2 days, it would take you 7,158 days or almost 20 years to hit gold cap, because that is just really bad. And Essence of Water Transmute is by far the best passive gold maker I've come across, because this alone can get you to gold cap in only 1,789 days. And this is just Transmute Undead to Water alone. Now let's talk about the class farming strategies, where your class farms an instance a certain amount of times per hour and makes gold. Now, an interesting thing I discovered while looking up each of the best class gold per hour is that half the classes do them at DM East. Shaman, Warlock, Druid, Priest and Warrior, all of them have basically the exact same gold farming routine. This routine involves having mining, so you can farm those rich thorium veins in order to get those sweet arcane crystals at the end of the dungeon. And I will have a link to the full videos of each of the clips I have used here in the description, so do check them out, they are pretty interesting. And let's say you're farming an average of...
Goddamn, so every class is actually doing it DMEs. This is interesting.
120 gold per hour, 6 hours a day, every day in Dire Maul East. You are only looking at 298 days. A number which is finally less than a year. Let's go. And I found the Warrior gold farm very interesting, because this is the only Dire Maul East gold farm where you don't try to LOS this boss, and rather just go straight at it and start killing him. So this is pretty cool. Now for Paladins, I was really surprised when I saw that ZF boosting was an actual goal making strategies for them. But even with this, it would take them 357 days, assuming you would get all the customers you would need for 30 instances per day. Kinda the same goal per hour for the rogues, but they do use a more sustainable technique, because you do not have to find boosters to do this technique. It's a solo farm method. Therefore, this would also take something like 357 days, more or less. And now we come to the Hunter gold farming method, which is the Dire Maul not east but north tribute farm. Now this technique has the potential to make a lot of gold depending on the population of the server you are in, because a lot of people pay a decent amount of money to get the Dire Maul tribute buffs so they can do better in their raids. So if you're farming every day 6 hours a day during those raiding peak hours, you can actually hit gold cap in 223 days. Now if
But you literally have to be working, you know, you have to be finding your customers, you need to be doing the dungeons. This is literally work.
finally come down to the mage. Obviously all of you know that the mages are
150 to 400 gold per hour. God damn. Just imagine how you feel when you're a priest making DMEs the 60 to 120 gold, and then you got a mage who is making 400. God damn.
the best gold farming class in the entire game. Mages also have the most amount of techniques you can do to farm gold. Now let's say you're doing the best mage gold farming method, which is the ZG Mage Boost, and let's say you're consistently making 350 gold per hour every day, 6 hours a day. It would take you only 102 days, which is less than 4 months to hit gold cap. I mean, I've been doing this myself and I have just hit 22k gold in just 12 days of farming.
What the
Mages are
hell?
just too OP, and if that makes you feel bad, don't worry, that'll all change in TBC. And let me just throw this last one.
In TBC there's gonna be a cap. So basically when you're gonna be doing AoE as a mage, if there's gonna be above 10 mobs, your DP is gonna be less, and if there's gonna be above like 15 mobs, it's gonna be less again. So your DP is kind of like spreading. You just cannot be hitting every mob with the same DPS. If you're pulling more mobs, you're gonna be doing overall less damage.
One out there. If you make 30 gold per hour selling portals and water, and you do this 24 hours a day, every day, it would take you 300 days to hit gold cap. Alright guys, that's all I have for the video. If you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe. Do it! And also check me out on Twitch. I have cool things like confettis and explosions. So, see you next time and take care.
Fellas, please go into the description, find the link to the original video, and leave a like on this man's video, and also subscribe to his channel. Also please leave a like and comment on my video, it helps the algorithm a lot. And also subscribe to me. We just need to fight the algorithm, it's helping me. I really appreciate it. Fellas, thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.